In this video, we are going to test logging behavior for all MediatR requests on CatalogAPI microservices. So that means we will see how our newly implemented logging behavior works in action. So first of all, we will clean up our code by removing manual loggings from all MediatR handlers in our CatalogAPI. That means if you go to the create product handle method, you can see that we have manually log in the incoming handle method. For that purpose, we will clean up these logger injections and log operations for each handle method and each use cases. So let me start with the create product command. I have removed the logger and removed the log operation in the beginning of the handle method. And if you go to the next one, which is the delete product handler, and you can go to the command handler class and remove the iLogger injection and remove the log information in the beginning of the handle method. And go to the next one, which is the update product handler. So in here also I'm going to scroll down and remove the iLogger and remove the log operation in the beginning of the handle method. But also we have log operations in the HTTP GET methods, not only CRUD operations. If you open the GET products and GET product handler, you can see the log information comes in here. And also I have to remove this log operation, and I have rely on these logging behavior for each endpoint and for each use cases. So if you look at the validation behavior and logging behavior, in the validation behavior we have a filter about T request should be command. So that means this behavior only applies for CRUD operation, which is the create, delete and update product. But if you look at the logging behavior, this filter becomes T request and inherit from the I request object, and this comes from the MediatR, and this will be combine both query and command operation. That means logging behavior will reflect both HTTP GET and other CRUD operations together. So for that purpose, I'm going to open the GET products handler and remove the iLogger injection and remove the log operation at the beginning of the handle method, and continue to other GET methods. Get product by ID, go to handler method and remove the iLogger and remove the log operation. So these manual loggings are now redundant due to our global logging behavior. And the last item is get product by category, and go to handler class and remove this injection and remove the logger operation. So as you can see that now these handler methods are more cleaner and only focusing on their actual logic and core functionality. So after removing these manual injections, now it is time to test various MediatR requests to see our logging behavior is log the request and response as expected. For that purpose, please go to the logging behavior and put a breakpoint at the beginning of the handle method. And after that, we can say that put a breakpoint at the end of this log information. So now I am going to run this application in a HTTPS mode, and I will send different HTTP requests and see how centralized logging handled into our pipeline behavior. And the application has started. Please open our postman, and I'm going to send HTTP GET request, and in here this will be coming to GET products endpoint. If I continue with the step over, you can see that before handling the actual operation, it is come to the logging behavior and it is logging the incoming request and response, and after that it start with timer, and after that this will be triggered to our next method, which is our actual handle method. See that actual handle method is triggering and getting all products from the database, and it is returning the response to our result object that will lead us for the products. But after that we can realize that at the end of the actual operation we can come to the again logging behavior in order to log the finished operation with indicating this is the end of the handle method and continue the response. So now we don't have any products, but if we check the logs in the project console window, you can see that this time we will handle the log operations with logging behavior. This is the start, which is the beginning of the handle method. And here you can see the warning message because I am debugging the code, and when I was debugging that past the 3 seconds and it is adding a performance log. and indicate that this operation is took 16 seconds. After that, it is putting end logging. That means the operation is ended with this behavior, and you can see the handle method name as a get query and the result with name get product result. So if you send another request, for example HTTP post request, you can follow the same request lifecycle. We will start with mediator.send, but the first thing that we should put the validation logic, and in here you can remember that the first behavior is validation behavior in the program says. That's why it is executing validation behavior, and after that this validation behavior we have executing the next pipeline behavior, which is the logging behavior. For that purpose it is adding start log information, and again it is executing actual logic in the command create product command handler method, and inside of this method this will be perform actual logic, which is create a new product, and after that this will again come back to our logging behavior and adding last log information, which is end log information. And if you hit F5, and you can see that new product is created. If you open the project console window and click the right hand side your mouse, you can see that these logs has generated, which is starting from the our create product command. This is the start command, and with this command object, this is the incoming command object that you can see the properties. And after that again it is adding a performance indicator log to explain that this operation took 11 seconds. And lastly, this is the end logs. This is generated from the logging behavior. So by testing these various requests, we have demonstrated that our logging behavior successfully logs every mediator request in a consistent and centralized manner.